You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Adam 22. Let me say this. I have nothing personal against Adam 22. I'm thankful and grateful that Adam 22 reached out, and at a time where my channel was being shadow banned and I lost my monetization, salute to Adam 22. But the truth is the truth, and the truth shall set you free. I've seen a lot of dudes out there with Adam 22 in New York. A lot of dudes that I rock with. Shout out to Just. Shout out to Iz. I see Hattie out there. I see it's way too many names to name. Thorough dudes. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. There's a saying. Take the message and leave the messenger. Follow me. Adam 22's platform, ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it, played the biggest part in the history. Adam 22's platform just made history with the FBI. And then you dudes, you turn around and you give him a world tour from Manhattan to Brooklyn to the Bronx, and you took him through the 5 boroughs of death. And he explored damn near every gang. Gang, gang. I'm going to say that again. I'm not saying Adam is the feds, but he might as well be. John Gotti. In order for the mob to take down John Gotti, they went into a basement where he had his meetings, put all types of bugs in the light bulbs, in the sockets, all types of listening devices. My question to you brothers is, if John Gotti was alive and released from prison, do you think he would ever go back to that basement? No, he wouldn't. John Gotti wanted to be the Dapper Don. When y'all say gangsters move in silence, it's a lie. It's an absolute lie. John Gotti wanted the same recognition that you niggas want on the block. Bragging about being outside on the block that y'all lived on your whole life, I don't get it. I always thought that the main objective was to leave, to get out of the hood, into your own house, into your own crib, and get your own land back. But we're going to get to that. The federal government is on a world tour, locking gangbangers up. There's laws being passed right now along with the Patriot Act. If you're deemed a gang member, you can be exiled out of this country for life. Trump already started sending gang members to El Salvador, El Paso, to different prisons. And y'all just when it puts yourself on the radar, the federal government is shopping for inmates to become prisoners. And you niggas just went above and beyond to put yourself in line in videos with a dude. Everybody that Adam 22 stands next to that's doing, listen, let me make something clear to y'all, right? Haas be with my wife and my kids. I'm the nigga y'all keep talking about. I'm on the couch all the time. I'm on the expensive couch with the expensive bins in my yard, with the expensive yard with palm trees and all types of trees and ponds all around it. Yeah. I love being at home. I made it beautiful. Because y'all the same niggas that's outside. The crazy part about it is, y'all the same niggas that's bragging about being outside. Y'all also the same niggas burning the candles and pouring out liquor in front of the building. And I'm like, what? Scooby-Dooby-Doo? Y'all the same niggas outside. 1 minute you bragging about being outside, but then you pouring out liquor on the same concrete that your man's blood was splattered all over. I don't get it. In Africa, the Africans in Africa just took back all of their farmland. Donald Trump told the white Africans that they could come back to America to seek asylum. I want y'all to understand and listen to what I'm saying. Because some of y'all don't understand, this is why the colonizers, the FBI, keep their foot on our neck. And they make laws like you being a gang member as a reason to target you. Africa took their land back. They farmland back. The land with their resources, they started taking it back. That is the number one fear that they have in America. For us to wake up. Because some of you old heads is keeping us dumb. You selling poverty and pain to people that's in poverty and pain instead of waking them up. So therefore, y'all already rebellious by being in gangs. You're already rebellious by being street dudes. So the main objective is for the FBI to catch you while you in your ignorant state. Because if you stay strong, some of you dudes is strong. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But you're going to end up going back to jail. Some of y'all niggas done spent most of y'all years in jail. I done seen dudes, shout out to Iz and Just, y'all niggas gave 30 years back. All I'm trying to say is don't let these niggas catch you in the same trap again. Because what I need for y'all to understand is if they can have Diddy in jail for having orgies, imagine the lies that they gonna tell to the jury about you niggas. The hunt is on. And guess who's the duck? Live life as if you are on the run. There's laws being passed to lock you up and throw away the key. You niggas don't get it. Live life as if you are on the run and stay dangerous at the same time, my nigga. One day you dudes is going to wake up and realize that the ancestors live in our blood, in our bloodline. And these people, they're looking for the Messiah. They're looking for that next warrior to extinguish your light. You don't see these niggas run. Listen, man, the mob. Name somebody from the mob right now. Show me a picture or image of one person from the mob right now. The mob disappeared. They're a myth. But all you gangbangers is showing your face. Remember, Superman ran around like Clark Kent. Spider-Man put a mask on. You niggas is showing your face to the FBI and they going shopping. Right now, the FBI is looking at this screen called Instagram and YouTube and all these platforms. And they looking at you like you Nike. Yeah, they going shopping for you niggas. They looking at you like you Reebok, you Nike. Oh, yeah. You the Pome Faucets? What? You Gucci? You Prada? They're shopping. And y'all niggas is on the display table for cheap. I hope one of you dudes or some of you dudes that's listening to hear what I'm saying, y'all wake up and smell the coffee, because y'all niggas want the limelight, but y'all don't understand what comes with it. Big U in jail facing the rest of his life. Loose Cannon in jail facing the rest of his life. Brick Baby in jail facing the rest of his life. I ain't got to tell you niggas that. Some of you niggas are A1 felons. Some of you dudes that did state time and fed time, y'all bugging. I started not to make this video. I said, nah, I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to mind my business. But then I said, you know what? I wouldn't be myself if I didn't say it. If you know you gang, you gang affiliated, and anybody around you got their hands in the streets and they doing things that they ain't got no business doing, get off the internet. The internet ain't for you. Go back to the block. You ain't supposed to be on the internet. You dudes are showing the colonizer strength. They don't like to see strength. Y'all better wake up and smell the coffee. If them niggas could put Diddy in jail for having an orgy, what you think they gonna do to you? That's my take on the situation, man. Understand something. In America, these people are afraid. They know what they did to us. They know what they took from us. And they know throughout history, it's always been a black messiah. You niggas is God's chosen people doing the devil's work. You are God's chosen people doing the devil's work. Y'all don't realize we living in the signs of the time? Y'all not paying attention to the laws being passed? Get low and get money. If you a rapper and you rapping, I ain't got no problem with you being a 40 and 50 and 60-year-old rapper. Some of you niggas is nice. The problem is the game. It's to be sold, not told. You niggas is bragging about criminal activities. It is a crime to be gang under the Patriot Act. It's a crime that can get you exiled out of this country or put in jail indefinitely without a trial. Read that Patriot Act. Donald Trump made a promise to get rid of all gangs. Some of y'all don't believe shit stink until y'all smell it. You can't smell it? It is what it is, man. Shout out to some of you brothers out there. You know, I see a lot of dope brothers was out there. I don't want y'all to take offense to what I'm saying. A lot of dope brothers out there. There was a lot of ignorant niggas out there too. Shout out to Shay Davis. I see a lot of, there's too many dudes to shout y'all dudes out, man. Like I said, shout out to my nigga Is Just. I seen a lot of dudes out there. Hattie Rack, I seen a lot of dudes out there. Adam 22. Everybody that was on that platform is in the feds. Shout out to Adam. I'm not calling you a fed. I'm just saying that your platform, well, it ain't no different than that basement that took John Gotti down with all the wiretaps. If John Gotti came back to life, he would never go back to that basement because it's bugged. That's my take on the situation. It is what it is. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. I'm out.